stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The likely case for me is this a temporary blip as we reopen, and then we see kind of these big inflationary numbers that really started a month and a half ago start to subside.
Don't be underinvested, okay? If you have cash right now, the next 2 to 3 weeks, pick your spots. This is the time to get invested for the second half of the year.
Yep, that's what they're telling you. Because inflation, it's over. Remember, they told you it was temporary. It's over. So everybody get back into the big tech stocks again. What are you, nuts? Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network, where you get the truth. It is amazing, isn't it? I was watching today as they kept on the fake business network, kept pushing this narrative. Get back into the big tech stocks. No, there's no more inflation. Wait a minute. The government pays down its debt with inflation. They cause inflation. Look, the government is never going to stop spending. We're almost at $30 trillion. If you want to pay down your debt, remember, all this massive debt is why we can't grow. Phil, we're growing. We're at 6-8%. That's not sustainable. If you go back to 2008 up to today and average it out, we're about 1.6%. I tell you this all the time. Trump and Obama both claim they had the best economies ever at 2.8% GDP growth. So you really think they're going to, that this, now that they reopened the economy and we have this big surge, is going to sustain itself? Of course not. It's going to go right back down. It's going to go right back down. But what's not going to go back down is inflation. Because the government pays down its debt with inflation. They want inflation. They're not going to pay. Every politician knows they're not going to raise taxes. Why would they raise taxes on Main Street? What do they tell you? Oh, wait, if you're on Main Street, don't worry. We're not going to raise taxes on you. Please reelect me. Only those making $400,000, all those bad people. We're going to raise taxes on all those bad people, not you. As you're pulling up to the gasoline station and have to get a second mortgage on your house to fill your tank up. Oh, that's not a tax. It's unbelievable what's going on. So they turn around and they tell people to buy the big tech stocks again. What are you, nuts? Buy on the pullback, we're told. Buy on the pullback. Economy's very strong.
Buy the dip, stay the course.
Buy the dip, stay the course. Are you kidding me? So tell me, where am I supposed to buy Netflix? It's on the dip. Oh, just buy anywhere? I don't think so. This is where people really get killed in the market, and then they get turned off by the stock market. And they're telling you, go back and buy all these big tech stocks and big growth stocks again, like Tesla and all the rest of them. Square. You're going to get killed, especially if you buy Amazon. Look, I'm not saying these big tech stocks aren't going to go up for a couple days, a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but they're going to come right back down. They're not sustainable. Not as long as the government keeps paying down its debt with inflation. So if you're going to buy these, you got to be really a good trader. You got to know when to get out. And 85% of the people in the stock market lose money because they don't know when to get out. I have no problem trading a stock. I have no problem getting into Apple. We buy Apple all the time. But it's not time to buy now. You don't buy it today. But there's a lot of people buying Apple today. As a matter of fact, a lot of people started to buy Apple back on May 13th. Were they nuts? And then even more people started to buy on May 19th. So the stock has gone from 122 up to $128. Had this little 5% blip. And people are happy. They're saying, oh boy, I can get rich again. No, you're not. You're going to lose the money. You don't know what you're doing. My chart tells someone who's a total novice, doesn't know anything about the market. My chart's going to tell them, why are you getting in this stock? What are you, nuts? It will tell them that. It will tell them. Because the color is red. Full red. Telling you, yes, the stock price is going up because we got a bunch of people getting into the stock that doesn't know what they're doing. They're all going to get hurt. Same thing happened with .com during the .com era. So please, don't listen to these people. You're going to lose money. Now, if you're even a good trader would not be buying it right now. Because why? Because the trend of the money is flowing out of Apple. So if you're buying Apple today, or if you bought Apple in the last 3, 4, 5 days, or if you bought Apple since let's say since May 12th, or even on May 19th, and you're really happy and you think, wow, I'm going to get rich again. No, you're not. It's not going to happen. If you want to buy Apple, the place was not to buy it at $124 or $125. The place to buy it, if it breaks above $137 and makes a new yearly high. That's where you might make it. That's where the big money's going to go in. They're not going to buy a stock at $122 and fight their way up through sellers up to $138. They're not going to do that. They're too smart. What about Microsoft? What do you think? Somebody's going to buy it? A professional's going to buy it at $240 on May 19th, like most people did. It's now at $250. You think they're going to? You think they're going to buy that at? No, they're not going to buy it at $236. They're not going to buy it at $240. They're not going to buy it at $250. You know when they're going to buy it? When it gets above $263. Because at $263, you have a higher probability of getting to $363 than you do buying it at $250. Let me repeat. Buying Microsoft at $263, you got a much higher probability of getting to $363 than you do buying it today at $250. You say, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'd rather buy it at $250. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, buy it at $250. I'm going to wait till it makes a new high. See, that's the thing. They don't tell you. They say, buy on the pullback, right? Varney, buy on the pullback. Isn't that what we say? Buy on a dip. It doesn't tell you where. It just tells you buy on a dip. And thank God, last week he told you not to pay attention to him.
Don't ever take investment advice from me.
Yeah. So he tells you, don't take investment advice from him for very, very good reason. Or Kudlow. Listen to the two of them.
I buy it and I hold it and I just pray every night. Deep prayer and meditation.
Don't ever take investment advice from me.
Yeah, there's the two geniuses. Two geniuses. And all day long telling you what to do. And again, telling you to buy these big tech stocks. No. If you're going to buy anything, the stocks that you want to buy, okay, are where the money is rotating to. Where it's rotating to. And where it's going to rotate to right now is going to be the airlines. That's right, the airlines. Because these stocks, they have a great story right now. All these dopes, all these hosts and their guests, they're going to tell you that this thing is over, no more COVID, and everybody's going to be flying to Vegas, flying all over the world, and the plane stocks are going to soar. So, should you buy them? And what plane or what stock should you buy? I'll tell you when I get back. Join my gang free for 10 days. Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Warning, Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join the gang free for 10 days. Gets a color-coded chart that tells you when to buy, when to sell a stock, when to short it. And we'll show you how to short a stock. You got to know how to short a stock. It's crazy not to. Now, if you listen to any of these jibber-jabbers that are guests on these fake business news networks, or the host of these fake business news networks, they are pushing the big tech stocks again. Why don't you get right back in? Why? Because most of their net worth is tied into these stocks. Facebook, Netflix, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. For 13 years, they've had made so much easy money. It was incredible. They are addicted to these stocks. Like being addicted to heroin. They'll never in their life again make easy money like that since 2013. You understand the wealth these guys have made on Wall Street with these same stocks since 2013? I mean, think about it. You didn't have to do a thing. It'd just go up every day. They made a fortune. They can't get, they're hooked. Now they got to convince you to go buy these stocks. And they are. They're convincing people, so much so that people are borrowing money like crazy to buy these stocks. Now, I'm not saying these stocks may not, they may go up for 2 weeks, a week, a month. But the only way they're going to sustain themselves if the inflation starts backing off. That means the government has to stop backing off borrowing money. They have to back off creating debt. They have to back off spending. You know they're not going to do that. Now, if you're a good investor, you know what you're doing. Yes, you can buy these stocks. You can trade them instead of investing into them. So when we get a week or a month or 2 months, we get a rally, make money. But you got to know when to get out of them. There's your problem. You don't know when to get out. You know what you're better off doing? Why would you go buy a stock like Google or Amazon or any of those stocks when you can go and buy an airline? That's right. I mean, think about it. Why would you go buy Google for $2,400 when you can go and buy an ETF, the Jets, for around $26, $27? And you got a basket of all the airlines in one basket. And now the setup is just starting to set up right now. As a matter of fact, today I had my members put a scout on Jets. And then I'm going to tell them when to add to their position. And by the way, when you're a member, every day we post our portfolio at 2 o'clock. Steve, who's the head of our education department, posts every day our portfolio of stocks. Tell you what to do. How can you go wrong? And we always make sure we're in the right groups. God, I mean, it's crazy. Listen.
Caterpillar, we're going to go ahead and put on a scout to sell this one short now. Okay, we've got our second day red. We're red under yellow. We're under 80%.
And he goes on, and when the person is done, they know exactly what to do. Exactly. And here's the best part. When they're going to go down, they know exactly what to do. We hold their hand all the way down in that short so they know what's going on, just like we hold their hand all the way up in the buy. For the first time in your life, you're going to be doing both. That's when you got control. So take a look at Jets, Jets, the ETF. Now, the other stocks, they're not ready. The other ones aren't ready. So, example, Southwest Airlines, not ready yet. Matter of fact, people are in there buying it today. And guess what? The money is flowing out. You never buy a stock when the trend of money is exiting. But people don't know that. Nobody tells you that. So I designed a chart that identifies that. You can look at it. There's no charts like it. It's patent. You look at the chart, And it'll show all red candlesticks, even though it's going up. So it's warning you. As the stock is going up, it's telling you there's not enough money going in. In fact, the reason why the stock is going up, because the market maker is taking that stock and he's making it go up himself. He's putting the price up himself. He's trying to create a market to move it up, to stop you from shorting it. With my chart, you won't get in trouble. And think about this. Think about this for a moment. If you follow our program, if you follow our portfolio, stay with the portfolio, and do exactly what we tell you to do every day. It's posted at 2 o'clock. We get here at 4 o'clock in the morning. We start reviewing all the stocks because the European market just shut down. By 9:30, we've done a review of all the stocks. We know exactly what stocks that we're going to be working with. Opens up at 9:30. I do a review from 9:30 to 10, 5 after 10. Then Steve takes over 5 after 10. He does his review right up to 11. Then I come back for about another 15 minutes. Because by then we've had a lot of action in the market for the morning, so I want to bring everybody up to date. And then when we finish, about 12 o'clock, then we'll give our members any alerts, right up to the close. And then right after at the close, I review the action of the day, and then we start all over again. But gosh, you got to be in the right stocks. Now think about this. We also bought a little bit of the cruise lines, Norwegian Cruise Line. Now, we don't have a lot of shares on either one of those, but that's what you do. You start out slowly, and then you want to see the momentum pick up in this stock. The momentum, the volume. And then we tell our members, okay, volumes pick up, let's do it. Let's add, or let's not add, or let's take some profits. The casinos are going to be next. But nobody's going to go to those stocks. They're all going to go where? Amazon, Google, Netflix, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, Google, Amazon, Apple. My God, I go to bed at night. That's what I count. I don't see sheep anymore. I see Amazon.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
You're going to see, at the end of the day, people start to come in and start buying big tech again. Because this is what you're going to hear. You're going to hear, on all these fake business news networks, you're going to hear, oh, hey, big tech, it's on sale, it's on sale. You got to get back into big tech. You know when I said that? I said that, on February, that was on May 14th? May 14th. Or 2 weeks ago I said that. So you watch. They're going to try to get you out of your stocks to go back and buy these big tech stocks. And here's what they're doing.
So when you get to the end of this year, I think, and I've been saying this all along, stocks like Apple, stocks like Amazon, stocks like Google, Microsoft are going to set new highs.
If you take money off the table now, you could miss the next leg higher for the market, and it could be considerable.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? And they're pushing everybody to the tech stocks. Now, I could care less. If they're right and the stocks are going to go back up, then the trend of money will be at the right place at the right time to push them up. And then we buy. I could care less if they're right or wrong. What's important is that you are right in picking the stock and the group it's in. Make sure the trend of the money is correct. That's what you look at. Is the trend of money going into that stock or has the trend been set where money's coming out? 9 out of 10 people would not have no clue what I'm even talking about. Have no clue. So, well, everybody was sitting around waiting for all these big tech stocks to go back up, because that's all people buy. We bought some gold. Now, when gold turned green, gave us the buy signal, and it's still giving us a buy signal. Just the time it turned green, gold is up, and I'm talking about actual gold, GOLD, not the fiscal gold, mining, up 25%. 25%. We also bought some steel. When that turned green, it's up. STLD turned green, and it went up 66%. Again, I'm not suggesting every gang member made that kind of money. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the chart that I designed, it turns green when it's telling you safe to get in. Every stock is treated like its own business, like you own it as a business. So you get the signal when to buy. It turns green. So you had, let's think of it with gold, you had a 66% opportunity, if you want, okay, or 25% opportunity to make money. So you could get in any time you want. So if you want to make 25%, 10%, 5%, 4%, just decide where you want to get in. But one thing it did for you, whether you decided to get in later or get in earlier or get in the middle, who cares? Doesn't matter. Whether you made 5%, 4%, 18%, doesn't matter. As long as when you get in, you look at the chart and it's green, it's telling you it's safe. It's safe. Get in now. It's safe. So when you have a 66% spread, go in and take a bite of it. You're like a little mouse. Go and just take a bite to be out of the middle. Same thing we did with steel. Same thing we did with our steel stocks. Same thing. What's wrong with that? But no, everybody's got to run back to these crazy tech stocks and pay for Amazon $3,260 a share. And people are buying that today at $3,260 a share. Are they out of their mind? Were they nuts? And guess what? Money's not going into the stock. It's coming out. And you say, well, how can it be going up? Simple. The market makers pushed it up. That's their job. But you don't know that. So you're going to buy that today. And you have no clue. And all you're going to hear is the same crap. Okay?
So when you get to the end of this year, I think, and I've been saying this all along, stocks like Apple, stocks like Amazon, stocks like Google, Microsoft are going to set new highs.
He doesn't know that. He has no idea. He doesn't know that. I don't know that. You don't know that. He doesn't know that. If we dug J.P. Morgan up, he'd second the motion. He doesn't know it. Nobody knows it. Because we don't know which way the trend is going to be going from now to the end of the year of the money flowing into that stock. But if you have the right chart, you're looking at the chart. Look, I've been doing this for 51 years. 51 years. I've been on this earth for 75 years. After 51 years in this business, I figured out the way it's safe for the average guy to get into the market, who's not a professional, as long as he doesn't lose money, he'll be with you forever. So I designed a chart to make sure he gets out when he's supposed to get out. That's the biggest problem. They don't know when to get out. And they hear these jibber jabbers, these fakes on all these business shows, because they're pushing their stocks. That's what they're doing. They're pushing their stocks. And all these shows, I don't care if it's CNBC, Fox, they're all pushing TechWise because that's where they all have their money. The host and the guest. Look at Varney every day. He's pushing Microsoft. Crazy. So what we're going to see now is more inflation, and it's going to hurt those stocks. If you're a good trader and a professional trader, it doesn't matter, because between now and the end of the year, they're going to be going up, they're going to be going down. If you know how to trade, fine. It doesn't matter. But for somebody who's not a professional to try to figure out when they're going to go up and down, you're out of your mind. You're going to lose money. No way you're going to make money. But here's the other problem. The stocks aren't going to keep going up because there's tremendous inflation, because our debt is soaring. It's almost at $30 trillion. And how does the government pay off the debt? Not by printing money, given to the Federal Reserve, where the Federal Reserve takes the money and targets. So it is productivity. That money is being shoved to productivity to make sure our economy is productive. They don't do that anymore. It used to be. They would only take the money from the Federal Reserve and make sure they target that sector in the market, in the economy, that would be productive. Business investment. Give money to the CEOs only if they're going to put it in business investment. That way, when you have business investment, you have productivity. When you have productivity, the company makes more money, they pay their people more money, they spend more money, people spend more money, the economy goes up. That's not what's going on here. That's what's not going on here. So, since 2013, much of these guys' incomes that you hear every day has been easy money. Once you get a taste of that easy money, they can't switch. They can't switch. That, for them to switch, it would be like Dracula switching from blood to a cherry Coke. What are you, nuts? They're going crazy now. They're doing everything they can to get people back into big tech stocks because their whole life is with these big tech stocks. They're nuts. They're fanatics. So they're trying to take parking space in heads of investors. That inflation is subsiding and it's time to rotate back to the big tech and growth stocks. Now, yields. Let's talk about this. We have seen yields go from 85 basis points to 172 basis points from February 2020 to February 2021. In 1 year, 85 to 172 basis points. Between 85 and 125 basis points, that was 1 year. 1 year. It was 85 basis point, and then by February, that was February 2020, by February 2021, it now was 125 basis points. What happened? We had a 10% correction in big tech. They dropped like a flying monkey. Why? Because again, yields are too high at 125 basis points. But before then, fine. Now they're telling you to buy these stocks when we're at 159 basis points. What are they, nuts? You got to know what you're doing. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. For the best insight in both the stock market and the economy, turn to the Phil's Gang YouTube channel, where each weekday at 3 p.m. Eastern, you get to listen to my Phil's Gang radio show, where you get the best information both on stocks and the economy. And each Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, you get the new segment of my popular Market Crash Unfolding, where I detail the weekly events that are leading us up to the next crash. Both Phil's Gang radio show and Market Crash Unfolding on Phil's Gang YouTube channel. Check it out because it's very, very popular. I do it every Friday night. It's free. It's free. And again, please listen to me when I'm telling you. This market's going to have one of the biggest crashes ever. Everything that they're doing right now, remember what I'm telling you. Everything they're doing right now is just extending the bubble. Or let me put it this way. Expanding the bubble. Extending when the market is going to crash. So in the meantime, let's make money. But be prepared to sell a stock short. You make more money, and it's going to happen. Look, they're not going to stop printing money. They won't raise taxes to get revenue to cut this debt down. They won't do it. They're spenders. They're going to keep spending. Anytime the Fed shifts money away from areas of productivity, like manufacturing, to non-productivity, like stimulus, these stimulus programs, which are a life support for the economy. It's all politics. It's life support. To get votes, it's life support. It does not help you. In fact, when you get all those checks, when you get the check in the left hand, you think, hey, I got another $1,400. But that $1,400 is costing you $5,000. But nobody's going to tell you that. It's actually costing you $5,000. You don't get that free. That's what it's going to cost you. You don't get that free. Not only does the stimulus money become added debt, which is going to kill economic growth, which is going to kill you, your income. Every dollar in your wallet gets killed. The purchasing power of your dollars go down. It's going to cost you $5,000. Remember that. That's not free money. The additional $300 unemployment, you sit home, that's not additional money. It's not free. At the end of the day, you're going to pay $5,000. Believe me. It's a hidden tax. I don't care. Look at. Forget the politics. Republicans would do the same thing. Doesn't matter. Same thing. When the price of an item increases by 20% because of inflation, the dollar in your wallet has gone down 12%. Let me repeat. Because of what they're doing with this stimulus, all the printing of money, and because when they print the money, it doesn't go to productivity, it goes to these programs. The dollar in your pocket, an item that you're going to go buy, I don't care if it's gasoline, if it goes up 20% to gasoline at the pumps, the dollars that you're going to pay now, you take out of your pocket, you lost 12%. So you got to have more pieces of paper than the last time you went to the pump. There's nothing free. The best place to make that up is in the market, if you know what you're doing. And every day I say, join the market free for 10 days. Join the gang free for 10 days. Join it free for 10 days. Color coded chart free for 10 days. God. The reality, since 2008, real inflation has been at 13%, not the 1.8% a year that they're telling you. That's a bold-faced lie. 13%. And you know that. You know that. How can it be at 1.8% when the stock market went up over 475%? For heaven's sakes, think. Our money, remember this, our money is losing its purchasing power much faster than both the gangsters that run our government, the congressmen that run our government, and the other gangsters on fake business news networks. It's losing much more purchasing power than they want you to know. Would like us to believe. Also, both lie about the real inflation for some good reasons. Social Security. You imagine if they told the truth and people believe that real inflation is 13% instead of 1.8%. Do you know what would happen? The folks on Social Security would demand a cost of living increase of 13%. Would break the system. The system's broke anyways. It is. The system, that's another thing. I can't believe how people think that the Social Security system is intact when it's not intact at all. It's a big problem. There's not enough money. There's just not enough money. By the time you retire, there's not going to be enough money there. And everybody knows that, but they're not going to tell you the truth. They're not. Each day, we are being told that the Social Security Trust Fund is solvent. A lie. And they said it'll be solvent for decades to come. Especially when the Social Security Trust Fund is already broke. It's distributing more benefit payments than it's receiving in payroll tax revenue. Remember, Social Security Trust Fund, just like Congress, each year spends more than its revenue it takes in. And both have to borrow money each year to pay their individual deficits by selling what? Treasuries. And both have to call in the Federal Reserve to have the Treasury print money to get to the Federal Reserve so they can come in and purchase the debt on both the balance sheet of the government and the balance sheet of Social Security Trust Fund. Oh, nobody told you that. See, you think inflation is going down. You know why they do that? So they can start all over again spending. What a crazy system. Think about it. Both the Social Security system, okay, and our government run all this debt up because they can't bring enough revenue in. So they run this debt up, and they, at the end of each year, they go borrow money, and then they're tapped out. Federal Reserve comes back in, takes all that money off their balance sheet, puts it on their own balance sheet. Hey, go do it again and again and again. It's all a lie. Borrow and spend is the government. Both the government and the fake business networks are taking parking space in our heads. that the economy is going to grow 6 to 10% after the opening of this economy. They're right. Because the economy's been closed, for God's sakes, for a year. Matter of fact, I'm disappointed. It should go up from 66% to 100%. The economy's been closed for a year. But what they don't tell you is the 6 to 7%, it's going to be over very quickly. And we're going to go right back to 1.8, 1.6%. What are you, nuts? But the problem is, no one's going to tell you, the folks, no one's going to tell you the truth. Nobody on any of these fake business news networks, no one in Congress is going to tell you the truth. Nobody's going to tell you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So if you want to make money in the stock market, it's the only, what do you mean, not want to make? It's the only place you can go and make money. It really is. Look at the poor people who are buying homes. If you bought a home in the last year, you're going to lose 20, 30% on your home. You paid 30, some people paid 40% too much for their home. Boy, I better buy a home quick. Look at this lumber prices going up. I better get a shorter home. You paid way too much for your house. If you can sell it now, I would sell it and live in a tent if I had to. You paid too much. I hope you put down at least 20 or 30%, or you're going to be in a hole. God, can you imagine if Main Street, if I could get them to believe it's a 13%, that's what inflation is, not 1.8%? God, Social Security benefits, can you imagine what would happen? The demand for an annual cost of living increase of 13%, they'd go nuts. You see buses down there in Washington. You see at the sewer plant down there called Capitol Hill. Look, in the meantime, why don't you at least make money in the market? While the market goes up, we'll make money. When the market goes down, we will make money. We'll help you. And then all we ask is you help St. Jude. That's all we ask. So check it out. Free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Register where it says Working Investor Group. You'll love it. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to